to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. Cheers and enjoy the show.
Hello, hello, and hello.
What's happening, everybody?
Happy Friday.
Whack 'em to the happy hour.
What was
Pre-gaming.
Whack-a-mole?
Whack-a-mole happy hour. Doing things a little bit different moving forward. Friday nights, we're going to go on at 7, like I had said in the last episode. Sorry,
I
our
like
kitties over here. Gives us a little time on the back end of the evening to hang out, right?
Enjoy
Plus,
our
we get to
evening.
hang out with all you guys, do all the
We
stuff.
get the
What's
best
up,
of
Space
both
Cowboy?
worlds this way.
Yeah, absolutely.
El gato.
El Gato. He's crazy. So, welcome again to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and that's Beth.
Me.
I got bit by a mosquito like
Seriously,
5
you're gonna
seconds
cry
ago.
this whole meeting. This whole meeting.
This whole
You
meeting.
think I'm in meetings? I thought you were
What are
gonna cry
doing?
this whole
I'm gonna
meeting.
put you on the
aren't
floor. Kid.
Bye, kitty.
He'll jump up in a little bit.
Yeah, he'll come over
Room
here.
Raider, what's happening? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so again, just switching things up a little bit. It's been a long time that we're
Getting
like,
crazy.
you know what? It's time to
little bit of
go
a
little
switcheroony.
early on Fridays only.
Yeah.
So Wednesdays will
What's
still
funny
be
is
the
it means I
9
start drinking a
9
little
p.m.
bit earlier, and I already kind of have because we haven't eaten much today. I already have a buzz from one White Claw.
I mean, shit happens, right? It's all good.
I'm super
It's all
excited. I'm
good.
super excited.
So we're gonna do a whiskey review tonight. It's been a while since we've done a whiskey review, right?
Every time you say it's been a while, I see
been
that
a while.
stupid line.
Yeah.
Even I'm over it, and I still do it.
It's all good. We'll kick that off here in a minute. But first and foremost, you can go out check us out on Bars Open with Beth and Greg out on YouTube. Facebook is streaming live right now as well.
It is?
Yep.
Ah.
And then you can get us all the audio. Of course, you can find out on Spotify and iTunes, and
Amazon.
Radio, Amazon, all the
Podbean,
places.
even though it's
Nobody watches it.
nobody watches it.
Nobody's on Podbean. That's like the
I
actual
don't know.
delivery system for it.
Well, we got a review on Podbean, so obviously
That was like 2 years ago. That
somebody
crazy
was on there.
bitch.
Crazy bitch.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
plus you get to see us
bitch.
earlier in the evening, and maybe we catch your drive time, which is always good.
I mean, it
You
is
know, if you're
drive
on
time
West Coast.
in West Coast,
Yep.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, so it's good.
Anybody on the East
Nico,
Coast
what's
is
happening?
inside because it's too smoggy and smoky to go anywhere. Did you see that they gave Shawn Mendes a bunch of shit, his fans, because he
No.
used, there was a picture that came out, it's of downtown New York, and it's super
It's
hazy
bad.
and looks super orange. And so he used that as his
It's like a
album cover or his single release and wrote like a little message on it. And people were like, I can't believe you. I'm like, oh my Lord, get over
The
it.
end of the world. It's global warming. No,
Making
it's
fun
fucking
of people in a
an
dangerous
arson.
situation.
an arsonist went out there, or
Is that what they,
space laser beams.
they haven't come up with anything that made it
there's
happen?
I showed the video last week,
Mhm.
Wednesday.
It's
like,
funny because one of my coworkers went and watched it, and he sent me a meme about, I think I'm gonna go outside and take a breather. And then it was like the chick from the Beth from Yellowstone was like, Canada, good luck with that.
yeah, exactly. Hey, Nico, I wish I
Nico's
could get a
drinking keg
kegerator.
beer. He can't get a kegerator.
I need a kegerator,
He can have
just like
one.
right next to me, and that way I could just be like,
Yeah, because that's what I need in my
just
life.
put it right at the end of the bar right here,
Uh-huh.
and then just
Yeah, no.
kegerate my own beer.
When I die, you can do that.
Nah, I think I'm probably gonna do it before
I
then.
think you're probably not,
I get that, so I have a pension from
Yeah,
like
but not for
way
forever still.
back when.
Well, and they're doing it again.
No, I know, but I have like the original is like $250 a month.
Mine's that. If yours is 250, mine has to be a little bit more than that.
Little bit, probably like $400, something like that, right? So I was
I
like, that's,
hope it's more than
I've
that.
always just planned
How
that.
do you know?
It says it on the
Oh, I don't read
whatever
any of
one of
that
the
shit.
sites, and I was
'Cause
like,
it's
that's
so far in the future. I'm like, why do
I
I
literally
bother?
planned for that to be my beer money when I am old.
Can we make it your beer and cigarette money?
No,
Oh,
just my beer money. Because then we have another pension now. We have a new pension.
I thought you were saying my pension. I'm being like, bitch, you can't.
No, we
use
have a
my
new pension, and that's going to be the cigarette money.
DJ said kegerators are annoying to keep clean, so then you'll be
I know,
just like
it's
PJ's
all
and have
about.
that nasty
the
ass
tubes.
beer.
What if I just get like lots of those? Remember that? I don't know if you guys
Pony
are
kegs.
old enough. Those little pony kegs,
I don't
or
think
like
they make them anymore.
a party ball. Remember?
But
Do you
had
remember
to get,
party
oh,
balls?
Wait, who was it that did the party kegs? Because it was nasty beer that did the party kegs.
Well, I know Heineken had like those
Heineken was
little
the party
ones.
kegs. Ugh, it's so gross. I'd
But,
rather be
but that
sober.
was like 4 or 6 beers or 8 beers or something. You might as well just get a
12 pack.
case of beer. Yeah, at that point, fuck, whatever. It's all good. But we got some fun shit. Let's jump into.
I almost legit called myself a spick last night. I would love to hear this story.
Let's jump into the whiskey review. I kept the receipt this time so that we know, because we're gonna write this shit all off on taxes.
Oh, it's because he got wicked high.
Oh, well, he said he was lighting another joint too. So, to be
not working for a corporate company. Okay, what is it? Oh, it's Basil Hayden.
Yeah,
Oh, it
how
looks
are
really
people
dark though.
up in? It's still 80 proof.
Up in here,
Up in Colorado, we have an office in Colorado.
You're
Are
not-
they allowed to drink up there
drink
or
and
smoke?
smoke.
Or they just? It's like don't ask, don't tell.
I think again, if you get busted, like if you fall and it's in your system, you can get in trouble.
Well,
But I don't know how you could get in trouble if it's legalized.
So this is.
I think you only get in trouble if you're high at work.
Yeah, pretty much. Basil Hayden red wine cask finish. It's still an 80 proof, which
Interesting.
is what you like,
Oh, my lips twitching again.
right? So Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey,
Please don't smell it.
partially finished in wine casks. So I'm like, it is a little bit like
It's very red.
amber reddish
Yeah, it's got a lot
compared
of red to
to.
it.
Give me the.
I'm- You want some ice?
No, I want your glass first.
Go. You want it before ice?
Yes.
No, I don't. Why?
Yep. I know how much I'm pouring.
Well, I like the pour when you put ice in it. 'Cause
Yeah, and
it's
then you
more.
just throw it in there. There we go. Couple glasses of the old
you go.
Basil Hayden. Haven't had this one, and I saw it, and I was like, I was at the old Specs liquor
I thought you were
store.
gonna say spick.
Put another ice cube in there for me. But they haven't turned it. It's like the same old, same old. So I need to
Well,
find a
except
new liquor
for
store.
Travis said he found some goodies.
I know, but
You need to go
evidently
with him.
well, no, he just happened to get there at a different time. He got there an hour after me, and and he had to wait 15 minutes for them to pull the sheet off.
Oh,
of it.
okay.
So
The sheet,
they had it covevered up. It was
Like
like
it was a reveal?
special
the 150 proof,
announcements or something. 130.
130, well, 130, 150. Is
What
there
was it
really
called?
that big of a
He had it-
difference?
My neighbor got Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare,
Yeah, so that's a.
and it was
Buffalo
for
Trace.
130.
It was pretty
It
smooth.
was a little stout at first
well, you just
and
said he
very
was kind
peppery.
of fucked up off of like one
Well, he
glass.
said
of
he
it.
got a buzz. I don't
Yeah.
know that you say fuck
Yeah,
up, but he got a
same
buzz. It was really peppery, but I guess maybe that's the proof.
Mhm.
And then it went very sweet and smooth. I think if I drank that, I literally would only have one glass and be drunk.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, I don't know. So, all right, I'm gonna taste it. You ready? Cheers, everybody!
Oh.
Happy
I like
Friday
my-
night
to
happy
breathe a little
hour
bit more.
pre-gaming with the bars open with Beth.
Can you
and
do a
Greg.
story?
I'm going to.
And then I'll taste it. I like mine to breathe for a little while. Let the water.
I
Melt.
absolutely can do a story, honey. Dog just wants a beer. Funny story behind this, because this
Ooh.
dog was just like on a walk with mom this time,
Reminds me of a puppy.
right? And dog tries to drag owner into a pub and refuses to
This is in
move,
England.
exposing other half's walking route. Yeah,
It's
of
a
course.
cute-
It's Lad
cute
Bible.
puppy.
So a dog appeared to be telling one of his owners by stopping outside a pub and refusing to walk, leading to speculation that he had exposed the real destination he was being taken to.
Wait, what?
Like he knew where he was
Oh, so
going.
normally they stop there, and today she wasn't going to stop there. And he's like, no, bitch, we're stopping.
Yeah, this is my place. These are my people.
These
right?
are my peeps.
Kate was out walking her pup Grenson on May 15th when he stopped outside a sports pub, the Standoff in Exeter City Center, and refused to move. Excuse me. The Airedale Terrier has been
Airedale, that's what he is.
has a bit of a reputation for being
willful.
willful already, but this took it to the
It's
next
very
level.
much a terrier personality.
Yeah, Kate tried dragging him away from the pub, but he wasn't shifting, and eventually plonked right down on the doorway. Which is
I
kind of
wonder
cute.
if she was trying to leave.
No,
the
she
pub.
was just out for a walk, walking
Oh.
by the pub. Right?
That's funny.
So all the while onlookers were having a giggle.
he's like, I'm my friends, bitch.
A giggle at her to her embarrassment. Grenson, who also is clearly has a penchant for the dramatic, kept flinging himself on the floor. There's other video and like stuff where he's like flopping over and he's like, "No, I don't want to go." Kept flinging
You
himself.
remember when
on the floor
Bobber used to do that? Or
outside the
no,
pub.
Jackson would do that when you take him for a walk when he was older and he'd get hot. He'd be like, I'm just done.
Done. And then you're like, "No, dude."
We got to walk at least back.
You have to get home. Yeah, because it's too goddamn. And
He
that
was 150 pounds. You couldn't just pick him up and toss him over your
15.
shoulder.
Yeah, 115.
That's what I said.
I thought you said
115 pounds.
150.
No, 115 pounds.
I thought you were slurring there already.
Kitty, don't even think about it.
What?
Looking up at the light like,
I'm gonna
what
tear
happens
that
if I
cable
jump?
off. Yeah. Like that. I swear. It goes on to say it was only when he was almost carried off that she managed to get him to move. The 2-minute clip went viral on TikTok, turning Gunnison into an overnight superstar. Most have joked that Gunnison's stubbornness and refusal to move was because Kate's husband must have taken him in there on the regular.
Oh, she's blaming it on the husband and not her.
Yeah, Kate says that this walk is a regular one for her and Grenson. And as far as she
Grenson,
knows,
that's a great
he's
name.
never been in the pub before.
Well,
Grenson.
somebody's lying.
Yep, she reckons that he was enticed by the good smells. I don't know. So
That's
I just
funny.
think it was
That's
a cute story. You know what I mean? Like you just
Those
want
terriers. That's like the biggest, one of the bigger terriers.
yeah.
and
you just
they,
want a beer. Who doesn't want to just if you're walking by a pub,
I mean,
just
did the
want a
LaMontagues know how to walk by a pub and
Or
not pop
check
in
it out
if
at
it looks
least.
cool?
that's basically me.
And I'm going, no, we're meeting people. You're like, but I want to go in here. But
But
we're
let's just
meeting
one drink.
people.
One drink.
We don't know how to have just one. We don't know how to have just one
He's
drink.
attacking the bag that I threw on the floor. God,
What bag?
the
Oh, the paper bag. Come on, you didn't think that through? That
Nope.
dog, that cat loves bags and boxes.
he's under my feet right now, attacking a bag. Hey, hey,
Hey,
fly.
that's so funny. Well, I like that dog. Okay,
Oh, I
grab
gotta
the
do
bag.
some- I'm trying. I'm doing some.
Don't ruin it so he can have it. Okay, well now it's ruined. He can't have it later.
He's fine.
You should have just tossed it that way when it was still open. That oh, now he's all sad.
Ian, what's up? Hope you're having a good night as well, dude.
Did he
it's-
just pick it up in his mouth and run with it? I'm pretty sure he did.
That's why we're doing a show on at 7:00 on Fridays.
Space. In high school, we had a dog that knew when you had weed. Oh,
Alex
it's called
is
a
on.
weed dog.
Those are called drug dogs.
We had those. Here's the crazy thing. When I first moved to Phoenix, there was 2 things that the sheriffs would do.
Yep.
They would walk through our garage.
Oh, but they were training.
They would well no
quote unquote.
hold on wait. They'd walk
training.
through the garage and they'd look for Texas license plates.
Because of registration.
And then they would make the people come out and tell them how long they'd been in Phoenix.
Mhm.
I would have just lied my ass off.
I
I would have said,
I'm
I
like, I'm
just
not
moved here last
available. I'm in
week.
the bathroom.
Or I just drove down here. I'm only working for the week here. Anyways, so that was one thing. Because
So we
it's
had
a
a
huge fine in
A
Phoenix.
little bit. We had a huge transplant
Yeah,
of
well,
people from Texas.
Yeah,
to
because the original
get-
office was in San Antonio and they had
Yeah.
people migrate to Phoenix.
Swear.
And then a couple years later, they had the drug dogs in training that they would take, and
He
then
goes,
the
my
dog smelled
pet
it.
was not a drug dog. Are you sure? Could have been. I mean,
Maybe he just knew.
maybe you wanted to be. And you never let
Maybe
him.
he just loved weed.
That's what he's getting at.
Yeah, he was like Dad, or he really loved his dad. Dad,
It's like our cat with catnip. It's like any cat with catnip.
we don't give him catnip too often because he's crazy enough without it.
Yeah. It's true. So anyway, go on. So the second
The
reason,
second reason was if the dogs
They would-
indicated the smell of weed on your car.
but they were testing it. They were just like, we're just training.
no, people got busted.
No, I know. And that's even more
People got
fucked
busted and
up.
got fired.
Because the premise was, oh, we're going to have the drug dogs
I
coming
wonder though
through.
if that could have been like a lawsuit because like I'm at work sober doing nothing wrong.
I got a little
That's
bit of
not
weed
a
in my
that's not
car.
a that's not
It was
a
illegal in Arizona back
it's
then.
not a what
There
is
was
it
no
a search when
dispensaries.
you
illegal search and seizure.
well it's not a no because there's a thing like
Oh.
you can search a car if there's evidence.
Probable cause.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, there
there's
was no
probable
probable cause.
probable cause.
Exactly.
Wow, I've only had one drink and I could barely say probable. Probable.
Probable. It's okay. We're good.
So that dog is cute. I like him.
Yeah, he was
And
fun.
I like the weed dog too.
You like the
Boom.
weed
I like
dog?
the weed dog too. Okay, I have a
Mick would
hair
be
that
a
I
good
cannot
weed dog.
see. Mick?
It's
Are you
there you
kidding?
go. You just got it. Now Mick wouldn't be. Mick's not good at a lot.
He ran into the
Okay.
wall so hard yesterday that we were worried about him.
Yeah. So we have an island like everybody in their kitchen.
And it wasn't because he was going blind. The bright light was straight on. He just wasn't paying attention.
He literally was chasing the cat. He just
smacked
turned
his
too
head.
hard and was
Like to the
trying
point where he even shook his
he was
head.
trying to cut the corner and just whack.
He was like,
And I was like, oh my God.
And he like did the whole
dude.
lick thing, like
You
that
see
hurt.
his face like,
He's 9 years old this month.
bro. Yep. He's 9 years old.
Okay, so you're gonna talk to me about a
Mystery
monster?
creature.
Monster?
Absolutely. And I'm like, do I have this
Ooh,
fucking
Mr.
picture?
Monster.
And I'm like, did I delete the fucking picture? Maybe.
You're the worst.
It's okay. Give me the clicker. And I'll just show the picture. It's easier that way.
Hold on. I'm caught up.
It's easier. So this is from the New York Post, mystery creature. So you know how there's all these like cows being eaten and shit like that and like dying and like
In Texas, yes.
being blood sucked
In North Texas.
and everything, right? Well,
Well,
this hit the
what
New York
happened
Post.
was-
This hit the New York Post, and that's of course a real fucking thing, right? Mystery creature spotted after blood-sucking livestock death spree. Real sighting or a load of
Chupacabra.
Capra.
Chupacabra?
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra?
That's what they're trying to say.
Like a crop?
Like a load of chupacabra. They're trying
What
to do.
is crapra?
Like a
is
load
it-
of shit.
Okay, not a crop. Not a cropra.
Chupa, not
I thought it looked like there was a
not
field of.
chupacabra.
No
There-
shit,
it's just a
Sherlock.
play on words, honey.
I know. I thought that was a field.
You okay? You've had one. Now he's playing with the dog toys. It's fine. Mysterious creature has
I
been
thought you showed
sighted.
me a picture of a crop.
I'm going to.
That's why I said crop.
Has been sighted in Bolivia amid. I didn't think they had
Bolivia?
Bolivia. Wait a minute. Amid reports of dead livestock with their blood allegedly sucked dry, sparking fears that the mythical demon is rampaging through the region. Video of the
One drink,
alleged
Ian.
mythological menace is currently blowing up online, Jam Press reported. In the chilling drone footage, and there's drone footage. Kind of weird.
Can you play the drum?
I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of better that I'm doing it this way, right?
Hmm.
Drone footage snapped near the city of Oru. A shadowy, seemingly bipedal figure can be seen strolling through an open field in a
Two-footed.
scene straight out of M. Night Shyamalan's sci-fi thriller Signs. Yeah. The mysterious sighting coincides with the deaths of several cows, llamas, and alpacas in the area. The peculiar neck wounds led locals to believe that they'd been killed by the chupacabra, a vampiric demon from
Wait, what
Latin
was killed?
America.
I was zoning in on something, but what was killed? A cow?
You were actually zoning out.
No,
You
I was
literally
spelling
just-
the name again from the guy the day that I spelled a
some llamas,
okay. Oh, llama.
some alpacas,
Alpacas are so nice
and some cows.
and cute.
Their peculiar
Damn, they
neck
killed a
wounds led
lot.
locals to believe that they've been killed by the chupacabra, a vampiric demon from Latin America lore that imbibes the blood of livestock. Hence its colloquial name, the goat sucker. All right, so let me turn this shit on. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, it reset again. We must have hit the old. Let's see if I can turn it sideways. Let me see if I
Hit
can
the old
blow it
what?
up. We must have hit the old power must have reset or something like that. It's all right. All right. So we've got this is the picture of it in the field.
How can they tell it's
Just saying.
two-footed?
I don't know.
It's huge.
Yep.
It's huge.
This is one of the dead goats.
Aw. Wait, what's all around it?
Rock. It's like they put its head up on a rock or something like that. I don't know
Did
why
they
they blurred
eat it
out.
or just strangle
I
it?
think they blurred out its eyes because it like got its eyes eaten out and maybe like the
eyes
bite on
blurred
the
out?
neck. I'm like, it's the New York Post. I don't know why they're being so
Oh.
serious yet. Like yeah.
Oh, now I can see it up close.
Or
They
it
did
could be
blur it out.
like bugs. Maybe bugs ate it, right?
Probably bugs or birds.
Probably bugs. But this is the close-up
that's the bite?
picture of like in
Here's
infrared.
what's crazy weird though.
Okay.
It looks like it's a witch. And B, it didn't do anything besides the one bite.
Here's the.
Did it have any blood left in it?
video. Let me see if I can get this go full screen. All right. So this is the.
You hit the arrows in the
This is
upper left
the
hand corner.
drone footage. It's gonna zoom in. See how it's like running down the path, or
It's not running. It's not even moving.
well, fucking doing something. I don't know. Right?
Is it slow mo? Maybe.
Maybe it's just sitting there. I don't know. Nonetheless,
When
I don't have any more answers. Nobody has any answers, honey.
It's a vampire
It's a vampire. It's a chupacabra.
with a cape on, standing
In
with
the
his
middle
legs
of a
really.
Dirt
mean,
field, though.
Maybe they can really turn into bats.
What are you guys thinking?
Maybe they can
Reed,
really
what's
turn in-
happening, man?
Maybe they can really turn into bats, and then he just lands there and takes off from there.
Reed said, God, I love you all for coming early.
But
We did it all for you. I was thinking about my meat man.
you were thinking about your meat, all right.
My meat man, your connector's right there if you need it after.
Mhm.
Yep. So again, it's one of those things that we're just all gonna have to be
I mean, part of me thinks it would be really cool if something like that did exist. Do I feel bad for the alpacas, the cows, and the goats?
again, why
Yes.
can't we just shoot one and put it in a fucking museum?
Again, that's why I don't think it's really real.
There's something in that fucking field, though.
For all we know, that could be somebody playing off what happened.
Maybe.
We don't know that they're tied together at the same time. Did the killings happen when that was there, or was that caught at a later time?
I don't know.
Where Junior put on his freaky
Went and stood there.
put on his
So that
what's
was
the
my,
opera with the guy with the mask?
Leatherface.
No, opera. I mean the play with the guy that wore a mask
I'm
kidnapped
thinking,
the girl.
just give me a second. God damn. Phantom
Of the Opera. Jeez Louise. It's a pirate word.
So Ross and Jesse they talked about the story.
I don't know if I like this.
Okay.
It's not okay. So let me put it to you this way before we keep going.
Okay, so let's wrap that up. real
Basil Hayden, I like.
quick. So this is the Basil Hayden red wine cask finish. It's super mellow. It is mellow.
It is mellow.
Different flavor profile.
It's a
So
little.
this is the Kentucky straight bourbon
Does it
whiskey.
say what wine?
Partially
cask?
finished in a wine cask.
But what kind of red wine?
I don't
Doesn't
know
say.
that it says.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'll read through it real quick. So it says the James B. Beam Distilling Company, and it's 80 proof, so 40% alcohol by volume. Dried fruit, vanilla, and hints of toasted oak. Secondary finish in a Californian red wine cask.
Right.
This special release is ripe with cherries and dried fruit with notes of charred oak. Right? So that's basically all I've got.
I'm every sip I like it a little bit better.
It is pretty
By the
red.
second
It's
glass,
almost
I'll
like
probably love it.
Yeah.
I
It is
don't
not
know.
as easy like the straight Basil Hayden is just straight.
What did I rate the straight Basil Hayden? Just out of curiosity.
Let's find out. Okay, so I gotta find it. It's in here somewhere. What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Just
It's a little peppery
is it
at the front end.
really?
Maybe it's just my taste buds today because I really
Basil Hayden was a 6.9.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a 6.5.
That's fucking fair, right?
I was between a 5.5 and a 6.5.
Shit's leaking all over the place. A 5.5 and a 6.5.
It's a little bitter.
What's today? 6.9,
6.9.
6.9. Basil Hayden. What is it called? Cask.
Cask finish. You need a new piece of wood. That's what she said.
Finish. Keep talking, honey. You said 6.4?
Cask. Yes, 6.4. Maybe I said 6.5, but we'll go 6.4.
That's still a good rating. Fuck, the first one way back in the day, 9/3/2021.
I'm wondering if I should
was a
retry.
Hibiki.
I wonder if I should retry some of the ones I rated badly because I didn't have a palate for whiskey yet.
I don't think so.
You know?
I think you're gonna know what you're gonna know, and I think
You think I'm going to like what I like, not
Yeah.
know what I know.
no,
But,
yeah, it doesn't matter. Like if you didn't like it then, you're not gonna like it anymore now.
You think?
Yeah.
What if I didn't like anything the first time you tasted meat and now it's something
We're
that
gonna
I
go
love?
through some of those and
Ugh,
or some of these,
I
and
guess
you look
so.
at them and you go, you give me the grimace face.
I
It's
know.
like,
Well,
why would
because
you
I
do
think,
that?
well,
Some of those
because
are,
I'll give anything a second chance.
nah, fuck it.
What did I? I'm not trying did we get rid of the bourbon? I mean, the scotch?
Mhm.
Who did
Give it
Ian
to
take
Peter.
it? Oh, Peter took it.
All right,
Okay.
maybe, yeah.
One of the two.
So I mean, it's a good one. I like it. It's
Yeah.
good.
I mean, it's what I am I going to have a second glass? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna sit on the shelf though. It's gonna be a shelfer,
Yes.
I think.
It's not as good as regular Basil
Basil
Hayden
Hayden.
is. A little more caramely, more caramel.
It's florally, and I hate floral
This one?
shit.
I don't think it's florally. I think it's
That's what's getting me. It's got like because they
apparently
put
I'm
that.
allergic to it.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think you're just
Very
getting
stuffy.
drunk.
No.
Y'all know Beth. It's all good. All right, cool. So we got that done. Got that out of
Rita's
the way.
painting the new studio.
What's that?
Rita's painting the new studio.
What new studio?
That's what I was like.
You doing a podcast, buddy? God damn it, I want on it. You're doing a podcast.
You want in on it?
Yeah.
I
want on it. I just want on it once.
Oh, on it. Look at the cat. It's like his life is so rough.
Fucking cat. Dude. He's got the run of the house.
It's funny how like we were coming up here and he was downstairs. He'd been upstairs for like 4 hours, you said, right? Finally
He
came
went down,
downstairs.
got a treat, got some water.
Laid down another stool. And then when he saw us coming up, he was like, I'm out, bitches. I'm going back upstairs with the peeps.
Mm-hmm.
He's cute.
It's awesome.
Still won't lay in his fucking $20 bed we bought him.
Message me about it. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'd be happy to. Real quick, I'm working with Eric Tansey to try to get him on the show. We will do instead of a recorded, we will do a live one.
Yeah, good luck,
him.
Godspeed. You're not gonna be able to schedule anything.
No, I'll figure out some time. I'm off next week. I got to figure out.
No, you're not off.
Well,
you're
no,
not
I'm not working out during the
Why?
nights.
Tell us why.
Because I'm switching from shots in my ass for testosterone because I do testosterone because I'm 46 years old. I need to make sure my shit's up.
You know what's funny is that's when I started doing my pellets.
Right. And I've been doing it for a couple of years now. So if you're ever feeling like sluggish and all that shit, go get your T's checked.
Your titties checked?
Your T
Oh,
checked.
I thought you said your titties checked. I was like, you
You
can
can
do
get
that
your
too.
titties checked out too. And stop eating soy, bitches. But I'm switching to, I'm going to try and switch to pellets.
You're not going to try. You are going to switch to
I'm
pellets.
switching to pellets. Fucking Eric, guy that talked me into it, kind of.
I talked you into it.
No, he was the dude that's done it.
Okay. So really, you took what I said and threw it in the trash can.
No, I
took
listened
some
to
random
you.
man who you don't involved in everyday business and said he's got to be right.
He's the only guy that I know that actually
okay. So
has tried
what
them.
now? What's he saying?
So he said he was tired of because it's literally you have to have like a
he
little.
has to go
insert.
twice a year. How's he tired? I go every
He's tired
fucking
of the
quarter.
scar tissue.
Oh please!
The guy
Nobody's
has like
gonna see
well,
his
the guy
ass.
has like I don't want to say he's gonna be on the. We're actually gonna record a show I think on Sunday.
He's tired of the scar tissue on his butt.
He's the skinniest man you've ever seen.
I
in your
know.
entire
So
life.
here's what he does. When it heals enough, you start rubbing that area so that blood flows to it. I promise.
Okay, so he'll be on. I'll have you come up. You can jump
Because
in. I'll hand
I
you a
have
hand
like
mic.
4 slits to his probably 2.
You got a booty on you though.
I got a badonkadonk.
Dude, skinny as fuck. Does
So
no.
nobody looks at this. Who cares?
He has no body fat. We'll get into it on
And that's
Sunday.
why does it make him uncomfortable?
Yeah, literally, he's had him pop out like on multiple occasions.
Oh, he needs to use a different brand then.
So what he did is he went back and he goes, "No, I'm just doing injections now."
No,
But he
needs
injects
there's
himself. It's
like your
literally
brother.
$30 for the
Yeah,
vial.
You're gonna try pellets for a while, fucker. You
No,
just stop.
I know, but the vial lasts for 10 weeks, right? And it's $30 for the vial of testosterone. You measure it yourself. The doctor teaches how to do it, right? You guys figure out.
Talk to your brother about it. Why did he stop doing it?
He still does it. He does it
still
every
does
week.
it?
Yep, does it every single week. So again, I'm gonna try the pellet things. Anyway, if you're feeling sluggish, sex drive down, anything like that, go
All
talk
the
to a
above.
doctor.
If you're getting sick,
Yeah.
If your blood pressure, your cholesterol,
what was
high,
it?
bioidentical
Bioidentical hormones.
pellets.
Pellets. It's important, dude. Like seriously,
Everybody needs
we've talked about
testosterone.
it. Yeah, we've talked
Even
about it a lot.
women, like,
My shit was at like 3, a little.
was it
right
covered
ar-
by insurance this time?
mine-
Still not?
No, mine's not.
Mine either.
So mine
Fucking
was.
insurance.
That's the fucked up thing about insurance.
Was
like,
it worse than when you got it done years ago?
What do you mean?
So you were at a level before you started your shots, and that's how you found out it wasn't going to be covered by insurance.
Mhm.
You retested.
Mine's at like 700 to 800 now.
And where's it supposed to be? And what's considered low?
Like
then?
we should be around. Guys should be around like 800 and 900, whatever.
So you're not that bad.
Free, whatever. Yeah, I'm in the range. And
That's
that was
why
after
insurance-
being
okay.
off shots for
and
2 weeks.
I don't know if
You need to talk to your own doctor.
I don't know if insurance covers pellets. Period.
But like our insurance, you had to be below 300,
which is really fucking low.
that's
then.
like you're tanked out, dude.
That's like you're seriously
you're
not
running
well.
on fucking nothing.
Yeah.
When I started taking testosterone, I was like, holy shit. It
Yeah.
Literally changed everything.
For women, it makes you incredibly. Sounds funny when I say this. It makes you
Reed,
very.
that's why I pay for it out of pocket. It sucks, but that's what I'm saying. The self-inject, it's like $30.
So just try the pellets.
I'm going to. Yeah.
You have
Pellets
a butt.
are literally-
You're not as skinny as
I
Eric.
already
You're
said-
gonna
I
be
already
fine.
told-
And you
pellets
only
are
have to do it
literally-
twice a year for a guy. I have to do it 4
3
times a year.
probably, on average 3 times.
But
it's half the price.
when
of
women
going
start
the
taking testosterone, it makes them very frisky.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Absolutely.
remember the good old
Not
days.
testosterone, but just
No,
getting your
testosterone.
but getting
Most
your-
women just start with testosterone.
I know.
You don't need estrogen until you
Well, that's
start
true.
to go through menopause.
Right. Seriously, like you got bit. I worked out all the time. I was in good fucking shape, but I was tired.
Is he saying you're Dylan Mulvaney
No, like a man
on
is,
testosterone?
yeah. Well,
Oh,
when you're
who's Dylan? Oh, the girl. Yeah. Sorry.
not the
Slow
girl, the
down.
dude, whatever. The Bud Light guy.
Again, I go back and forth
But you
between
were
him
at-
and her
like,
for
you're
them.
just- like, you get-
Elliot,
I would
that
get
dude
gassed.
Elliot. I kept calling her her, but he's really a he now. But he's really a her. I don't know. I get very confused with the whole.
It's all the
figuring them
things,
out.
right? So again, it's worth getting checked out. If you have any questions or anything like that, I can talk to you about it. I can't fucking
Changed
recommend
my life.
anything. It fucking changed my life also. Like I just went and got my last shot.
Yeah, but
'cause
you
I
are
was
different than
dragging
most
ass,
people. Like even when you're exhausted, you go to the extreme.
Well, now I'm
with
hurt.
everything.
right? Because I've got this fucking thing going on with I've got like a sports hernia.
Oh, we
It's
have all heard.
fucking crushing my soul
We've all heard.
because
We've
if
all
I
heard that.
sneeze or cough the
I
wrong
know. I
way,
hear you say "ow" when you sneeze. I
like,
feel bad for you.
fuck, right? And I can't work out. I mean, I can work out, but
You
I
should
can't
just
like
go see Arturo. I don't think he's going
I'm
to be
going
in
to
to do
tomorrow.
anything, but maybe he'll do the
or this
the
coming week. Ultrasound. whatever,
ultrasound that'll help start rushing the blood through it,
it's
like
not
they did when I
ultrasound.
tore my
It's whatever
groin.
That the metal thing they run over you.
Yeah, I don't know if I tore. Definitely
Fucked yourself up a long
fucked
time
myself
ago.
up a long time.
I
ago.
like this. This is getting better.
That's what I told you. Every sip is a little better.
So, all right. Postal dog bites.
Speaking of
Dogs going
puppies,
postal. This one is, I mean, dogs bite people.
I don't want to say there's bad dogs in this world because I love puppies. Don't forget, you got to keep that now.
I know I am.
I love all puppies. I have been bitten.
I got a scar on my head.
I got bitten on my hand. The dog went crazy. I hit under the car and it still attacked me.
Good God, was it Cujo?
They put him down afterwards. I felt really bad. The
That
girls,
was the
girls,
70s, though.
the
or
girls
80s,
didn't talk to
early
me.
80s or
the
whatever.
girls didn't. My friends didn't talk to me for like 2
Oh,
months
it was
after
their
that.
dog?
It was their dog. And so I get it. I mean, I don't know that it ever made me afraid of dogs. However, I will tell you, since Michelle's dog bit me in
You're more
August?
hesitant.
when the guy walks by with his 2 dogs, when he walks by with
But now he just lets him into the garage.
Stevie and Lourdes, one of them doesn't like me for some reason, and I'll put my hand out and she'll look at me and be like, nope, not doing it. I'm not getting fucking bit again.
Yeah. She got her finger bit
In August.
6 months ago. It was like,
Somewhere like that.
yeah,
Why did we take that
fucked
trip?
up your finger and got infected and shit like
I
that.
didn't
But
get infected. I didn't need stitches.
nonetheless,
But I'm now a little weary.
everybody, I mean,
Once bitten, twice shy.
if you don't know, and I saw that dog, I was
Twice
like,
bitten,
that's
twice
not
shy.
the dog you go, oh, I love me.
Well, he smiled at me.
No, he swallowed his fucking teeth. He's like,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
chew your
Remember my
fucking
dad
face off.
dogs used to do that?
No, your dad had like these teeth, these hands that it
No,
wouldn't have
my
been.
dad's dog used to smile like that.
That dog was not fucking
No,
smiling.
I know, but he was wagging his tail and he finally came up to people. Anyways, lesson learned.
Then
But
bit the living
now,
shit out of your
but
head.
now,
Michelle, it's okay.
but now when dogs seem hesitant around me, I get a little freaked out, and dogs will bite if you get freaked out.
Yeah.
So I just back off. Be like, "Hi, Stevie, nice to see you, bitch."
Yeah.
The other one comes right up. She's like, "Hello, I love you."
Yeah.
Um,
Don't be
but
afraid.
so dogs bite, right? You have to be able to read the signs, and then they're also stupid dog owners.
Share your drink and dogs will love you is what Reed
There
said.
you go.
No,
There
I know,
are stupid
right?
dog owners. Like last weekend, we were at the Hello to Stays, and that guy had his chow.
Fucking 90 degrees out.
Well, I can't believe people had their dogs anyways. Because
My dog's like nipping at
but-
everybody.
he wasn't
he's
nipping. He
not-
was nipping at other. He was going after
Oh,
other,
other dogs. That's what it was. Yeah.
and then he was doing the comment. I don't know why he's doing that, motherfucker.
No, because
This
you're a
isn't the
fucking
first.
retard.
This isn't the first time your dog has done
Right.
this. I mean,
Exactly.
if you've had him for longer than a week.
Yeah.
But so they did a study. Let me tell you who the study is by first.
By
So,
the U.S. Postal Service.
yes, and so California.
Because it's post office people getting fucking bit.
California and Texas ranked highest on the United States Postal Service annual list of states with dog bites.
Well,
Again,
the reason
the
being,
USPS.
they're the biggest population states.
They are huge.
Makes sense.
They are huge.
Right? I mean, that's just by virtue of population size.
This part I don't like. The report calls attention to the aggressive dog behavior mail carriers often face as the USPS kicks off National Dog Bite Awareness Week.
I do not believe in
I don't.
a specific aggressive dog breed by any means.
I don't either. Not by breed.
Nope.
Any dog. There's a golden retriever
So
that can
just
turn bad.
Fucking note to self, like any dog
They're
can
just
be
saying
a
aggressive.
piece of shit.
And you
and
also have to
every dog-
realize that
not-
most
maybe
dogs
not
are
every dog can
very
be saved.
possessive of their property.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mick is a sweetheart outside our house. You get in our house, he's not going to bite you, but he's going to bark at you.
He's gonna try and separate you from
Yes,
each other.
and he might nip you on the
It's
back
his
of your
herding
calf to
thing.
get you
Yeah.
outside. But
And then like
so in
Steph, he's nipped her on the heel. Oops, he's nipped her on the heel.
Celine,
Celine, he's nipped her on the back.
the cleaning lady in Phoenix.
Yep, because he's trying to
But you
get her.
also can't show dogs fear because that's when they, again, why I step away when a dog freaks me out.
That's why we
because
we bring Mick upstairs when our housekeepers come,
because Lucy would probably help him.
Yeah.
Here, give me a rag. I'll help
or
you.
just make spotted footprints everywhere.
Right. So California had the high. So this is from 2022, obviously, because they can't. They haven't done it yet. But California had the highest number of dog bites with 675. Texas and New York were not that far. So Texas had
New York's got
404,
a huge
and
population.
New York was 321.
Okay.
So they say when our mail carriers are bitten, it's usually a good dog that has not previously behaved in a menacing way, which is very true. You come on my property, I'm gonna bite you, kind of thing.
Yeah, don't come on my fucking property.
So
if you got a
they're
new-
just saying if you have a dog, keep him on a leash. Common sense, right? Keep him inside the house or behind a fence when your
Yeah, behind the
postman
fence.
comes up.
Yeah, but most properties aren't like ours. Where
I was
everything
gonna say,
happens
do
in the
people
back.
still like in my
Yeah.
dad's neighborhood? They still go. They're still in the. They don't walk anymore, but they go in a car and they go mailbox to
Like
mailbox.
ours. I mean,
Ours doesn't.
But
Ours pops and feels like 10 or 15 of them.
but he
and
comes
then goes
by
to the
and
next
drops
one.
off little.
Yes.
But nobody, the dogs would be out back.
Yes.
Like,
well, I think
So in like a
I don't
lot,
know
like
if maybe
in New
unless you have
Hampshire,
a fence around your whole yard where you walk through
and that's
to
a
the
lot
front
of
door,
properties. Yeah, you have to open the gate and then
Go
go
inside.
in, drop it on the porch,
and it's just a gate that goes all the way around the
Yeah,
whole
it's a
house, so
big-
there's
yeah.
not anything hurting
or
the
it's
mob.
just a big ass open
Hmm.
property. Like New
Like
Hampshire,
Angel used to have before they got a pool.
same idea. It's
Okay.
the same exact. Like the only thing that's fenced off is their
Fucking New
pool.
Englanders.
But
Kidding.
their dog's on a collar.
Yeah, but
They're
that
on a
if
leash.
the mailman's in their property, the mailman's in
No,
their
he
property.
knows the mailman now.
Well, he can't get through anymore. Remember, they put a fence up.
Only in
There's-
the back section. No,
Nope.
Nope.
The where the cars stop, there the gate starts there.
no,
Yes, yes,
no.
yes.
It's only around the pool in the backyard.
No, I don't
Yes.
think so. No, it's not. Okay, well, next time we go, we'll make
You
sure.
were drunk like every minute of my cousin's.
No,
my
that was
nephew's wedding.
you, not me.
So anyway, so what are the other
the
dogs?
safety awareness campaign? It's not other dogs; it's state.
Oh, it's by state.
It's by state.
wanna
There's
know the
nothing to
breeds.
do by breeds. No, they would never do that because again, then you're associating aggressiveness with a breed.
Like I'm waiting for them to be like Pomeranians.
Chihuahuas.
dad's
no,
dog.
fucking
What the
Chihuahuas
fuck are
would be
those
the
dogs
number
my
one.
dad has?
Chihuahuas would be the number one biter.
Those little fuckers.
They're from the Stein. They're
rat
from
Terriers or some shit like that.
They're from
What is
the
the- what is
guy
the
that
sign?
was on
Frasier.
Cheers,
What is the fucking Frasier?
It's the
dog?
terrier. It's a, and I say it all the time.
Assholes. He's got a dozen of them.
They're
too.
not. The ones your dad adopts are only assholes because he keeps them till they're literally 20 years old
Have you
and
ever
they
heard
hate
the-
everybody.
Have you ever heard the kind of theory that like your dog
It's like you.
kind of adopts
no.
your
They
personality?
say it looks like you and acts like you.
It is exactly him. They even have
I'm a
like
golden
permed
retriever.
hair.
I'm a golden retriever. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay, now I'm just gonna bite you because you pissed me off. But I love you.
No, I'm just gonna mouth your hand and get it soaking wet.
What kind of dog do you think you are?
You
You're
never
like
thought about that?
a pit bull?
No, I'm not.
I think. Do you think I'm a golden retriever? I'm happy-go-lucky. I want everybody to love me. I want to make everybody
Reed said
happy.
he's a pug. Jack Russell. Thank you, Boom.
Yeah,
Exactly what it
Jack
is.
Russell. Yes.
He's got one that's named Brady.
He
He's
always
resting.
has them until like they're literally 18 years old, blind, deaf, and then they wonder why they don't like anybody. Hello, I'd be
Because
fucking
yeah, you sit
pissed.
down and like, "Da, da, 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 oh my god, demons are coming.
I mean,
You're like, oh my god, it's the end of my life.
I like. Luckily, they're little, so you can just kind of like skip around them. But
Fucking things.
so Reed says he's a pug.
I know.
What
can
makes
see
a
that.
pug?
The way he sleeps.
Isn't that their dog?
Yeah, no, they've got English.
Nope, they're not English
They got
anything.
some sort of.
They're.
God damn it.
I thought they're
They're
pugs.
bulldogs or some sort.
They're not French bulldogs. I think they're pugs.
Fuck, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're pugs.
They're cute as shit.
They are super cute. I can't have little dogs though. I would kill them in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I would just roll over on them.
I stepped on Mick last night and all he does is go, "Rrr," and I'm like, you're lucky you're not smaller, bitch.
But that's me.
You're Mick?
I'm an Australian Kelpie. Like a very unique, like, I'll fuck you up.
I can either be
I'm
an
not
asshole.
a big guy.
I can either be an asshole or I
Or
can be super sweet.
That's,
And if I'm an asshole, you're in trouble.
he is my personality.
And then when I look at him and I go, Mick,
'Cause he's
that is you. When I
standoffish.
look at you and I go, Gregory.
Like he's standoffish until I get to know you.
Oh, you're fucking spot on. You
Right?
are an Australian Kelpie.
I'm a Kelpie. He's my dog.
I'm a golden.
I literally drove
am I golden doodle or golden?
I found that dog.
Oh
I
my
don't know if we told the story a long
Sure.
time ago, but the story behind Mick, and he's our little. I'll post a pic later.
He had a
but
cutie.
He's our little
Australian Kelpie.
Australian Kelpie.
Black and
And I
tan.
thought he was a golden. I'm
You
sorry,
thought he was
German
a puppy German
Shepherd,
Shepherd.
right? And he was in. It was in Maricopa County Humane Society.
Yep.
And I was like, I told Beth, I was like,
You've
I
been
want a German
standoffish.
Shepherd,
He
right?
has been.
And I found
Reed,
him.
if you would have known him without alcohol, you would have thought he was standoffish.
And I found him on the website,
Right?
right? And I was like, I really want a German
You
Shepherd.
wanted a German
'Cause
Shepherd.
we had a golden retriever at the time. I thought that would be kind of a cool combo to have a German Shepherd. And anyway, so I followed that dog for months.
Oh no, for
And
months.
they're like, he's not
November,
ready. He's not.
And we
this.
adopted him in February.
June.
He turned birthday in June. That's what I said today.
No,
we
it was longer than
No,
that.
we adopted him in February. You followed him. Then you started following him in like October.
That's what it was. It was a long
So it
time.
was like 4 or 5 months.
So he had somebody like abuse him, drop something.
no,
on,
they didn't abuse him. They
I
accidentally
don't know, they
dropped
abused the shit out of him.
can or a book on his foot and
On his
broke
foot,
his
broke his leg.
foot.
And then he was kenneled in a
he
small
couldn't-
kennel
They were
for months and months and months.
supposedly
Okay,
because he couldn't
nonetheless.
move.
Nonetheless. Then he
Oh,
got moved
I
out
just
to
got told to
this
keep my mouth shut.
no-kill shelter, like in Apache Junction,
In the middle
Arizona.
of fucking nowhere.
We lived on one side of the city. It was
it was basically out of town.
we brought Bomber at
So
the
they could
time,
meet.
so they could meet. And
And
that
I
dog,
wanted to come back, and you were like, "We're either taking him or we're not taking
that
him." I was
dog
like, well,
literally
fuck.
walked up and laid in my lap.
No, he growled at us first.
Yeah, he
barked.
did. But then he walked up and I sat down and he laid in my lap. We put Bomber
Oh,
up.
you were kindred spirits.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude's fucking rad, right? He's crazy as fuck.
Well, and I had a little bit of
He
like,
was.
maybe we should. No, he still is.
Because
Maybe
we had
should
Hampton
wait.
at the time. We had another crazy ass dog at the house.
No, we
Who-
had lost Hampton. That's
Nope.
why we got Mick.
No.
Yes.
We still had Mick.
I don't know.
We had Mick. I've got
You mean
pictures.
we had Hampton.
Or Hampton. I'm
we
sorry.
didn't
We
have
had
Hampton.
Hampton.
Okay. Anyways, neither here
So
nor
this is
there.
another crazy ass dog that Beth had.
Rescues,
One
dude.
fucker bit me on the
That's
face.
why I'm so like. As much as I want to have a rescue in my life, every rescue I've ever gotten are a little aggressive.
I don't care. We'll figure it out.
I'm a rescuing golden retriever puppy.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing.
I'm getting to the point where in my life, I want to start adopting more elderly dogs.
Okay, I don't want that. Nope, I don't want that. Here's why.
Because you don't want to deal with them dying
Yes,
over
it
and
ruins
over
me.
and over. I
it
know.
ruins me, and I
But maybe you need to steal your heart,
I did with
Castro.
Bomber. I mean, dude, you cried more than I cried. Like
Oh,
I
no. That was the first dog I ever had.
I fucking soldiered up, and I was like,
that was the first
time.
dog I ever had since he was like,
it's time. And I've still never bawled my eyes out, but I don't know that I know.
elderly dogs.
Nope,
You're like, give him the best life.
Because here's the thing: if we're gonna get an elderly dog, I'm not gonna get close to him.
It's
Period.
okay. You just give him a good life.
I want a puppy so I can snuggle.
Well, you can do that
No,
too.
because that.
Once make it, well, Lucy, we have time for this stuff.
Yeah, Greg's dying for golden retriever. I'm like, we're not having a third dog. That's a lot of shit in my life. Literally.
It already was. What's
No,
the difference?
It's so much more poop and so much more food. I feed the dogs in 10 minutes now. When I had 3, for some reason, it took like 15 minutes. We had
$5 or $5. It's basically $5.
$5 a dog. 5 minutes per dog. The shit
$5 a
can,
bowl.
you haven't emptied it in like a week and a half, and it's just full like it used to be after 3 days with Bomber.
Yeah.
Because Bombers took the biggest poops.
all
So
good.
yeah.
So nonetheless, that's our
Whoops,
diatribe
never been.
about shit. So we love dogs.
So Womb said, I've only had rescues, only shepherd mixes.
Shepherds are great dogs. I mean, there's so many great breeds.
There's so many
like
great
pit
breeds,
bulls,
but
like bullies, like
American
you see,
bulldogs.
like you
as you
see
call- what you
Justin
call them now.
Governal.
They're American bulldogs.
Yeah,
They're trying to get away from
Yeah, I
calling them
know,
pit
but
bulls.
American bulldogs, they're amazing dogs.
They are.
Fucking happy. I saw
I
a video
really
the
like
other
them when
day.
they don't clip their ears.
I saw a video
So
the other
cute.
day, and one was like, every time it would rain or snow or do anything outside, she would. Again, I presume she was a she. I don't know. It was a
would.
she. Would jump off
The
jump
deck.
out into the deck, out into the backyard, and try and like bite the snow or whatever.
All
and you're
dogs
like,
are amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
So,
just have favorite breeds, and I don't know if that's
Yeah.
fair or not, but it is what it is.
golden
The
retrievers
minute-
are our thing. We've had like
The
3 or
minute
4.
I got my
3.
first golden retriever, I was like, I will always have a golden
Jackson,
retriever. Old dude. Breeze.
Breeze,
Jackson
and
Breeze
then
and Bomber.
Bomber. Yeah, so
I
3 of
gotta
them.
start thinking
that's
about
20 years worth of dogs. 25 years worth of dogs
it.
of just Goldens.
Because here's the thing: when I get old, because we've been in some classes where old people have a ginormous dogs that they should not have
Mhm.
and have been knocked on their ass in front of us. We will start to get miniature golden retrievers when
No.
we're in our 70s.
I'm just gonna send them away for like
Nope.
2 months. Get
Can't do that
trained.
because you're the one that has to be trained, not the
Get
fucking
trained.
dog.
I know how to be
Yeah,
trained.
no.
Be like in my wheelchair. I'm gonna tie towels to like the.
Speaking of which, one of my most favorite commercials right now is Travelocity with the chick in the wheelchair walking her dog in New York City in the middle of slush and snow, and the dog's all wet, and she's all pissed. And she's like, "My dog and I need to get away." And she finds a
seen
place like in the Caribbean, and her dog's just like walking in front of her wheelchair, all happy. And she's like, Travelocity help you get away. And I was
didn't see
like,
that.
"Oh,
cool.
that's a cute commercial."
You ready for a drug dealing grandpa?
Yeah, but this is the last story.
Yep. Last story for tonight, guys. A German court says, this is in Berlin. This is from the AP. A German court says it's giving an 82-year-old man
82 fucking
a
years old.
last warning to avoid jail after he was found guilty of drug dealing despite 24 previous convictions.
Okay, so I have questions.
Okay.
What was he dealing?
Let's get into it.
Okay,
You
read the
ready?
story. Yes.
The retired seaman who was
Seaman or seaman?
seaman,
Okay, thank you.
just floating around, little cum
Mm-mm.
bubble, little cum bubble.
Don't do that when you take a sip, you pop.
Who said he wanted to improve his meager €800,
Makes
$855
sense.
monthly pension by selling marijuana,
Oh, it's only weed. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
was handed a suspended sentence by a court in the northern town of Aurich on Monday. German news agency
Eric? Not Eric.
Aurich.
probably.
It's Aurich.
Aurich.
Aurich. Yeah. German news agency DPA reported that the prosecutors had asked the court to impose a prison term of 34 months.
Fuck, he's 30.
Fuck
He's
you.
82 years old. Literally, marijuana
Eat
is the
shit.
least aggressive drug on there. And how about you give your retirees more money? How about you do Ukraine?
Oh
Shit.
no, we're
No, I know, but
America's
you're-
one that gives all you. No. Zelensky's rich as fuck
What?
because Zelensky's rich as fuck because of us, the taxpayers.
I know.
Yeah, he's a billionaire now. So he became an oligarch because
No,
of
it's to help keep the secrets of
that little midget needs
Hunter
to be.
Biden in
Anyway,
the dark crevices
So,
they belong to be.
they wanted to give him a 34-month long criminal sentence, but they suspended it. But the judge has said that they would make an exception and classify the latest crime as a less serious offense due to the man's particular circumstances and recent health problems. DPA quoted the presiding judge telling the defendant that it was his very last warning after 24.
Fuck, if you let it go on this long, just keep letting it go on. He's got maybe 4 more years, maybe 8 more years.
Right, he's 82. Jesus Christ, he
I
makes
mean,
$800.
Who's what I want to know is who's he selling to? Is he selling to his buddies who have like bad knees or cancer? He's like, here, man, give me some bucks. I
Like
got
they
you.
should just get.
I got you. Or is he selling to like 15-year-old kids?
How do we
That's-
import to there? Like, can we just start importing like and be like, it's oregano?
Oregano. No,
Guana,
we
guana,
can't
oregano.
import.
No, somebody
anything.
like not we, like somebody in the United States.
Nobody's going to import to Europe. They're going to keep their drugs for
It already
America.
happens. Like Mexico goes into
Mexico comes to America.
Italy is like one of the like largest.
Italy?
You're Italy. You're Italy.
My Italia?
Italy. They're like one of the largest
Italy.
importers of all drugs
Really?
across like all of Europe, and then it gets transported everywhere else.
I mean,
Medellin,
that's probably why
all
it's
the
so beautiful.
all the Mexico, all the South American. I don't know.
Maybe you just have to be an ethnicity.
So when
to...
needs to pay off the cops. But if he's making, say he's just like
but maybe
selling
you shouldn't.
a pound,
Maybe they should just turn a blind fucking eye to him
But say
because
he's
he's
just selling
83 years old.
a pound of weed a month.
Said the DEA's daughter.
How much are you? No, your dad. No bullshit. Your dad. I asked him.
That's why I said I'd turn a blind eye because
No.
when he was active DEA, he was like, "Don't smoke weed." And I'm like, I mean, I might.
I
but...
literally asked him on the podcast.
Oh no, when we talked about
several years ago
selling, we were like, we're gonna start farming marijuana. Why wouldn't somebody?
And I asked him, what does he think about weed? He goes,
like,
I don't care.
because it's not a gateway drug.
No.
People try to make it a gateway
It's
drug.
not.
There's nothing gateway about
This
it.
is a career
It
DEA.
mellows most people out.
It's like, it's better than alcohol. It literally
Unless
is.
you have a panic attack.
Well, that's because you did a bong rip that was that
I
big.
won't smoke. I'll do edibles, but I won't smoke.
Right.
And I don't do edibles.
So, you know what I mean?
work.
Like, go watch, I think it was episode 2. I very
oh no,
I very specifically
however, I
asked
will
him
tell you that he changed his mind
later on.
as he got older.
Because it was
as an active agent, all drugs were bad.
because
period.
that was his job.
Well, but he also had a daughter who was a teenager, so he was like, all drugs are bad.
Her
They'll
her
kill
brother was growing a big giant weed plant in the backyard.
In the backyard after
And granted, her brothers are like
a cop
border
now.
patrol and a
No,
cop.
this is the other brother.
Was it the cop?
Is Ben? Yeah.
And I grew a big giant fucking.
My dad let it grow and let
weed
it
plant.
grow
I'm
and
like,
let
oh,
it grow.
camera. Grew big, and he fucking let it grow and he let
And
it
then
go.
he called him out and he was like, "Hey, I
and
want
he
to show
ran
you
it over the
something."
lawnmower.
And my brother, because it was the late
80s,
it was
early.
mid early because I
Yeah,
was a
early
kid. So if he
80s
was
probably.
16, I was.
That would have been like
I was
80 or
like
something.
5.
Say like 80.
I know if he was 16, yeah, I was like 5.
Yeah.
6, 5 to 7, somewhere in
something
9
like
years
that.
difference. And
Edibles
my
are
brother
the
was
way to
like,
go.
"What?" And he was like,
Osiris, what's happening, man? I
"You
just saw you were on here,
really
dude.
thought I was gonna let you grow this marijuana plant and pluck it and dry it out? No,
Yeah.
you're an idiot." Yeah, my brother was an idiot. I was 5 and I knew he was an idiot.
Hell yeah.
But as a DEA agent, he was very much against all drugs. Again, probably because he had a teenage daughter and all my friends were doing ecstasy, and I was the dumbass.
We
who
were
would
not
ask-
doing any of
I
that.
was the dumbass who would ask questions about like, why when my friend does X, does she chew a hole in her lip? And my dad was like, "Oh, good gravy, you need new friends." I was like, "Well,
No,
this
but
is-
you never
this
did.
is-
I never
this
did
is all
XD.
my
I never did any of
friends."
that either. So.
No, you know why?
Why?
Because he told me I had a heart murmur. He literally said,
He made shit
"You
up
have
to
a
kill
heart
you.
murmur, it will kill you." And I was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, you can never. I'm not even playing, Beth. You can never do ecstasy. It
Your
will
dad
kill you."
Fucked with
I was
you.
like, "Okay, I'm never doing X." I mean, and I literally went to clubs at 1:00 in the morning and went dancing while all my friends are tripping. I was like, "I'm gonna just dance." Luckily, I was drunk, but I'm just gonna dance till 4 in the morning.
You're the one that blacks out.
No, I'm the one that usually by the time we left, I was the one driving because I wasn't drunk anymore. I wasn't doing drugs anymore. I had to take a friend to
Boom
the
said, "You're missing
ER.
out." No, we're old now, brother. It doesn't matter at this point.
Somebody recommended
DMT.
DMT, but it was 2 drugs. It was DM
It's
something,
just DMT.
DMD something.
It's just DMT.
No,
Yeah.
it was more than that.
It's the same thing.
I was like, well,
it's Molly.
how about you let me retire first?
It's Molly and DMT. It's the same.
You
thing.
let me retire.
To our drug-addled friends out there, I think it's basically the same.
No,
thing.
it was DMDT. I
It's just
think.
DMT.
I don't think so. We'll ask the neighbors because they've been told the same thing. They
Anyway.
haven't done it either because he works in the corporate world. When you work in corporate world, you can't
We
do
don't
that
get.
shit.
Yeah, we don't do anything. No, that's totally fine. I drink.
DMT and Molly are very different, Greg.
Are
Come
they?
on.
I don't know, but what we've
Thank
heard
you,
is
Bloom, for
they're
educating
kind of
my
in the
husband.
same vein. But I've
I
never
mean,
done.
are
either.
they like in the same realm as like acid or something? Because
No,
they
no,
make
no,
you
no.
trip.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I think it's like trippy kind of shit. I don't know. And I'm not. I mean,
I'm not
maybe-
going to find out until I'm 65.
Can we get
apparently.
a druggie on? Can we get a druggie on the show at some point, please?
You know, it
Boom.
might be kind of cool to get
Somebody that's done a whole shit ton of drugs.
what's her name on our show,
Who?
our shaman. but I don't know.
Our shaman?
She probably would want to get
The
paid.
she shaman?
The she shaman. She probably would want to get paid, and I'm not going to pay for that.
5-ME. What the fuck does that?
5-MeO
DMT.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's whatever Joe Rogan fucking.
Whatever she said it was. She was like, "You definitely want to do it by just the two of you because it's going to make you."
And
she started laughing, and she's like, "Very loving toward each other, and that's why you should do it." And I was like, "I mean, can't we just take a Roman and have the same experience?" Apparently not.
Couple drinks and a Roman.
I mean, but no, because apparently it's good. The whole experience just makes it.
I'm worried about having a fucking heart attack.
I'm not. What? Having a heart attack,
dude.
Your heart is the best fucking heart.
I'll
probably
take a
on
Roman,
the
and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
You're like, I'm having palpitations. I'm like, bitch, you work out for 500 hours a week.
Shit's all fucking jacked up, and I'm like,
what shit's all jacked up? You're winking.
My ding dong's all gigantic.
It's perfect.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even have to do anything.
I mean, you might have a heart attack.
By the way, we don't have a discount code, but we should. So I'm gonna reach out to Roman tomorrow. I think that would be fucking hilarious. But in the meantime, we're gonna wrap up here in a minute.
Shit up.
But before that, go out, check us out. Like I had said, out on all the places where you can find that. But check out Minor League Studios. Bill Schofield has set up Minor League Studios for us, where we can share all sorts of different podcasts, apparel, all sorts of good shit. minorleaguestudios.com is where you can get to that. Hang on one second. It's fucking everything up. minorleaguestudios.com. You can find that out there. You can get all of our gear out there. I will do it in a minute. Check us out. Also, the Castro Files. Check out the Castro Files. I'll be dropping one on
We got to do some
Sunday.
more. I haven't done one in a while.
We're going to record. I think we're going to record a couple tomorrow, just you and I.
Okay.
Peter is up working. He's in Montana.
He's traveling so much.
So Peter's working. Our producer is working up in Montana.
Fuck him for having a real job.
With Jared Taylor and Black Rifle Coffee. And I just saw a couple posts of his shit, and I'm like, holy fuck. Dude.
Wait, fuck him for having a real job.
So he was at Pastrana Land for the past couple weeks. He went to Pastrana Land, visit his family,
Memorial Day.
and then he went back to Pastrana Land to record a bunch of shit. And now he's up in Montana where they're doing a new
I need to become a
opening.
producer and just start doing that.
So go follow Peter McGuire 1.
Right, can you see if it's going to work?
That. So, yep, absolutely. Is it on? No.
So it's giant rubber ducky.
Hit the video.
Hong Kong.
No audio on it. Okay.
No. But I just thought it was
broken.
Because it's from China.
Wait till it comes through. Tell me when. Rubber ducky.
Okay, now.
You're the one. So this
is them going into the water. It's so fucking cute. Literally, they had bath rubber duckies, ginormous bath rubber duckies in Hong Kong waters.
Why?
To make people happy.
That's stupid.
Wait, no, keep playing. It's cute. Look. The tugboats. I love fucking tugboats. Ever since we saw that one at the beach. Look at this shit.
You mean in Portsmouth?
No.
Or which beach?
When we were in Port A and they were driving that huge
like how it actually
works.
Like how it
I had no idea. Tugboats must be very strong. Mm-hmm. But they still needed 2 for these ducks.
I mean, they just must be very strong.
They needed 2 for these ducks because, well, they float and they're super light. But
awesome.
Cute. And they did it. They just did it to make people smile for the day.
Good.
I mean, it is Hong Kong. They need to do shit like that.
This will make you smile too. No, thank you for sharing that, honey. I appreciate it. The rubber duckies, giant. Those are like 3-story, 4-story rubber duckies.
And you know what I would do? I would cut out the belly and I'd put my pool in it.
But it would deflate.
I mean,
those were inflatables.
I mean, I figure it out.
You guys, Chinese drones. That's what Reed said. Chinese drones. So this is the dog with the world's...
I thought you said the dong.
This is the dong with the world's longest tongue.
If a dong had a tongue, I don't know if that would be frightening or amazing.
The new sex toy. You should try and come up with it.
Frightening or amazing.
Go talk to one of the sex toys coming. Louisiana Pooch sets Guinness World Record for longest tongue on a living dog. Zoe, a 3-year-old canine from... Fuck, I hate towns. Metieri.
Oh my God, it's so long. That's what she said.
Has a tongue that is longer than a 12-ounce soda can. That's longer than that.
What is that?
12-ounce can.
No, it's about that.
I don't
12
fucking
ounce.
know. So anyway, when it comes to
Hashtag
long
not
doggy
LaMontagne.
tongues, the Labrador German Shepherd mix. So there is a video of this. And can you give me the little clicker piece
You just
again?
need to keep it over there.
Well, no, it's two different ends. And I see the problem is with an
Hold
A10.
on, don't pull it yet. Don't pull it yet. Hold
I
on.
know. With the A10, there's only one thing. I'd have to buy like the
Hashtag wah.
I'd
Just
have to
keep going.
Buy like the $4,000 one.
Yeah, it's not
You want
happening.
me to do that?
Nope.
I mean, we need an investment this
How about next year then?
we need an investment this year. But then I can just like ding 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 ding, and I can move that one in. No, I already have an A10 in there.
You could sell one of them. I mean, you could.
I've got so much shit I could
You can sell it to Reed. He's starting his own podcast. Hashtag used goods, but they're very good.
in a
used.
while.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Now I've locked up my entire goddamn phone. You know what? It's worth it. God damn it.
Unless it was mine, then you'd be complaining.
No, I loved your rubber duckies.
No, I'm just
Trying to get the.
What was the Ernie song? Rubber ducky, I love you.
Okay, here we go. So this is the
Chinese
puppy.
drones is what Reed said.
Look how
For
long this
mine,
goddamn
that's
dog's
hilarious.
tongue is.
MDMA, that's what
That's
she said.
what it
So
was.
it was a Molly.
This dog is so cute. He's just
Aw.
awesome.
But
Right.
his tongue isn't long unless he gets hot, apparently, because his tongue was just
No,
normal
his
right there.
tongue is fucking
No.
gigantic.
Go back to the beginning. It was very normal when he was sitting on her lap. Ew, that would freak me out.
Dude, he can lick his
It's
eyebrows.
only even 3 years old yet.
That is what's the kiss guy? What's the kiss guy's name?
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Go
That's-
back to the very beginning of the video,
No,
though.
we've got to
Watch.
make it a long way. He was a little puppy.
He's only 3. He's not still a little puppy.
No, he was a little puppy.
See, look, right there, it's
Oh,
normal.
you think it was? That's still a
He
long.
was so cute.
Yeah. So, nonetheless, that's my fucking feel good for the night. God damn.
I love puppies. So here's one thing I want to share my feel good.
Okay.
Is that we have decided we're going to make a charity out of Bomber.
That finally pulled the trigger.
The Daily Bomber Report is going to become a charity. We're
Yep.
still trying to figure out how we're
We'll
going to
figure out how to do it. So,
But I am going to, I'm going to buy some shit from I'm going to buy some canned food because I keep seeing people with their dogs. So I'm going to buy $100 worth of dog food every month, every other month. I'm going to buy $100 worth of food gift cards, whether
So,
it be to HEB.
first and foremost,
I think it might be to HEB, might be even better than
real
McDonald's.
quick,
but
before we do that, go out and follow. It's called The Daily Bomber Report.
yes, it's on
There's one on
Instagram
Facebook and one
Facebook.
on Instagram. Yeah, both
And
places.
we're gonna
You'll see
change it now to
me
become a
holding,
charity page.
like our little
Oh, he's my
bombery.
sweet
Like when we got
boy.
him, I think it was like a couple days, a day, whatever, and he's like a little puppy. But we're gonna
that was so
we're gonna
short.
turn
and then it became
his
so
page
long.
into
A charity page. And I am going to give, when I see homeless people with dogs, I'm not trying to discriminate. Homeless people are horrible, but homeless people
People
with
that just are in
dogs,
need.
well,
Yeah.
homeless people with dogs, they touch my heart. Maybe I'll give the homeless people that don't have dogs just the gift card, but homeless
Nah.
people with dogs, it saddens me because I want to make sure those dogs are okay. I want to make sure the human's okay too, but I
really want to make sure the dog's okay.
I radiate with pups for some reason. But so we're gonna make it a charity.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start spending $100. Not me. The bar is open. Is gonna start spending $100 every month, every couple months, for $100 food gift cards to HEB and
$100 worth.
$100 worth of food gift cards to give away, probably $10 increments.
Yeah.
Maybe $20. Maybe I make it less people to give.
Whatever you want to do.
And then cans of dog food and water.
Okay.
I saw an older woman on the corner the other day. I literally took everything I had not to pull over and give her a $20 bill. I don't want to give them cash because I want them to use it for the right reason.
Thus, having just like supplies in the back of your car.
Yes, dog food and gift cards.
Yeah. And that's fine.
So
if you're down to help us out with that, it's something that we're just starting. I'm going to reach out to Justin and see if there's a way that we can help.
Sorry, it's kind
kind
of
of,
very emotional.
that's okay. That we can kind of coordinate the two, because Justin is huge into Justin Governal, that is, that we can try and work through it. And
Yes.
we're in like one little section of fucking San Antonio, and we're in like, I don't want to call it like
We're in a good part of the city.
And that's crazy. And I hate to say it like that, but it's like we're in a good side.
You go downtown, you go west side,
different.
it's very different.
Yeah. So again, I'll post some shit out there once we get the
Figure out what the name's going to be called. That's our next challenge.
Daily
but
Bomber Report.
We'll work with our friends to figure it out because they're usually brilliant.
So, with that, fuck it. We got our feel goods done. We got our first Friday night happy hour. I'm going to rename the actual show to
the
Friday night happy hour versus the pregame. I just came up with that like in the middle.
Pregame was great. I think happy hour
Middle
is
of the
better.
night, I think it's kind of happy hour, right? We love you guys. Thank you.
Or party starter because 7 p.m. is when the party's
happy hour. So you guys, we love you. Cheers, honey. One last cheers to all you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Have a great weekend.
Be careful.
If you're in Florida, put
Read,
sunblock on.
I love your meat. Cheers, bro. Have a good night.